Hello there, welcome back to one of my cooking videos. Glad you could join me again. Hope you enjoyed my previous videos. Today I'm going to be trying something a little bit different. Now I've seen a lot of adverts online for different food delivery subscription stuff. I thought let's give one of these a try. So what I've gone and done, I've gone and signed up for Simply Cook. Now this cost me £1 for a trial pack. There's 140 recipes to choose from. You can have it delivered weekly, 2 weekly, 3 weekly, monthly. I thought, well, let's give it a shot. So what you actually get in these is 4 cartons, 4 boxes of different kits. You can actually choose the recipes yourself. So I've got a couple of recipes here. So basically, that's what you're going to get. And I've opened that one. And you're going to get these little tiny pots here for each dish. And I'm going to be cooking a beef stroganoff today. I'm also going to be cooking a Vietnamese pork from this box as well for the other recipes. And I put both recipes in one video, so shows. Now, is it cost effective? Is it worth it? Are these 3 little pots of different herbs, spices and sauces going to give you the same flavour as using individual spices? We will see. Now, you also get 4 recipe cards. You get the 4 cards. All the information is on the back there. There's the Vietnamese pork one. I'm going to be doing a beef stroganoff. And the thing I like about these, on the side here, you've got a little tear off bit with all the ingredients you actually need. Ingredients on the back, there you go. So you can actually take that shopping if you want, or like I do it online. Shows all the steps there. Now also on here, you've got the recipe tells you how many ingredients for 2 people, and also for 4 people. And on the front there, it tells you like a spice rating here is mild. Also both roughly how many calories. So this one's 700 calories in this portion. So I'm going to be starting off with this beef stroganoff, see how it goes, see whether you're better off getting one of these once a month for a treat or what. Now I've actually costed up what it actually cost with this pack. Normally it's $9.99 for 4 recipes, 4 little packs. And that works out, it's sort of $2.50 a meal. So all the ingredients I've used for this beef stroganoff, I've worked it all out. Actually comes to £10.65. So that works out, what, £5.30 odd pence per meal per person. So is it good value? I don't know, let's find out. It depends whether the flavours come out as good as if you're using individual herbs and spices. So that remains to be seen. And I'll give my verdict on that at the end of both videos as well. Anyway, enough of this waffling as per usual. So let's basically get on over here and see what ingredients I'll be using for this beef stroganoff for this dish first of all. Right, so for this beef stroganoff dish I'm using this week from that Simply Cook recipe box, I'm using 1 whole onion, which I've finely diced up there, finely diced. I've got 200 grams of button mushrooms, again, which have been finely sliced up there. Now you can use between 200 and 300 grams of steak, whichever you want. I'm using 275 grams there of a steak I've got in the freezer, which is finely sliced up thinly like that one. We'll also be using 200 milligrams here of a sour cream, about a teaspoonful there of a tomato puree, and also 500 grams for 2 people of potatoes. As you can see, I've already chopped those up, cubed them up, and they're in the pan ready to go. So basically pretty simple ingredients, but also we're using these pots. So that's the pots for this beef stroganoff dish. So what we've got in here, if I turn it around, we have got a stroganoff seasoning in the yellow one. We've got a mushroom stock there in the purpley reddish one in the middle. And then we've got a horseradish seasoning there for the mashed potatoes, because the mashed potatoes are done with a horseradish flavouring. So that's basically just the ingredients we need for the spices and that. Again, I'm not sure whether it's going to give you a good flavour, could be wrong, but anyway, let's get on over to cooker and start this beef stroganoff cooking. I've got a bit of oil heating up there ready to start. I've got the potatoes on the oven cooking off. Now what you do first of all, you need to get this stroganoff seasoning one, open that, and, not easy to open, and what we need to do, about half of this stroganoff needs to go on the beef strips here, and just give that a bit of a coating with that. go. Just coat all those beef strips with that, mix it down with that stroganoff seasoning. And when that pan is hot enough, just gonna flash fry this beef. So this is that should be by steak I had in the freezer, which I can get cheap on my market. It's pretty nice steak. So let's just flash fry this. So it's just a matter of turn that heat up, make sure it's quite hot, and then just flash fry this beef. Then when that's done, we need to remove it and put it on a plate. There we go, that's fried, so move this to a small plate, one side. It does say on the recipe card the length of time it takes to cook. It says it takes 25 minutes. So that's to one side. And following the recipe card, we now put a smidgen of butter in there with the oil. And then we're now just going to fry off these onions. It says to fry them for about 5 minutes. So let's get these fried off for 5 minutes first of all. So what I've been doing a couple of minutes, I'm now adding the rest of this stroganoff powder. Give that a stirring. And now we just put in the mushrooms. Now just got to cook these mushrooms off with the onion. Let them cook for about 3 minutes. I'm just going to let these onions and mushrooms cook together. Now in after 3 minutes, I'm cracking about a tablespoonful of tomato puree. It's about a tablespoon. And the mushroom stock here is quite thick. Make sure we get it all in. That's stirring. Soon get the rest of this out. There we go. Also concentrated mushroom stock there. Now I think we've got a stir. And we have to pour in 200 ml of the cream. It's the sour cream, so just gently pour that in. That's about 300 ml. Certainly smells nice, I'll give it that. A nice colour. I'm just going to let this cook in and simmer down for about 2 minutes. Let that simmer down. I'll put a little bit more cream in there, I think. There we go. After 2 minutes, I reckon. So, put back in the beef. Mix the beef in there. Make sure it's all well mixed up. This is for 2 people. I'm just going to put the lid on that and simmer that for about 2 minutes. Right, they're done. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to mash the potatoes up. I'm going to put in this horseradish seasoning, which you put in the mashed potatoes, and a little bit of butter to mash them up. So when I've done that, I'm going to plate it up and I'll show you when it's plated up. Here we go, one beef stroganoff with horseradish flavoured mashed potato from a Simply Cooked recipe box. So let's give it a shot first of all. Let's try potato. It's lovely and creamy. So I put plenty of butter in there. I actually put a bit of sour cream in as well, just to make it a bit lighter, and that's nice. You can certainly taste that horseradish. It's not hot, it's just about right. I know horseradish can be hot, but that is just about right. As you notice, I made a nice little dough, didn't just slap it on there. And let's try the actual beef stroganoff. Give it a shot. Never having beef stroganoff before. I don't really know what it should taste like, but this tastes quite nice actually. There's a bit of beef there. Bit of sauce. Now I did put about half a cup of water in there to make the sauce a bit more thinner, because I thought it was a bit too thick for me, so I liked it a bit more runny. So yeah, actually that's quite nice. That is quite nice, I like that one. Alright, so that's it for this video. So I'm going to be showing you when I cook the Vietnamese pork. I'm not going to be doing that in a couple of days time. So I'll put both videos together and I'll give you my honest opinion after I've cooked both. Two different dishes for the Simply Cook box. And then we'll see where we go from there. So look out for that one. Actually, say look out for it, but it'll be here in a minute just like that basically, won't it? So there you go, wonder of modern technology for you. And there we go, just like that, we're back. So the second part of this video, I'm going to be doing a Vietnamese pork recipe here. Now the ingredients we need for this one, which starting from the top, I've got 350 grams of a pork loin there. I've cut it back pork into strips. I did use pork loin chops, not the expensive pork fillet loin, but I suppose you could use pork shoulder. I've got 2 shallots, which finely chopped up there. 2 here, what they call pak chow. I think that's probably pak chow. I've got 2 there, which I've all sort of pulled apart. We've got 100 grams of mange tout, or I think some people call them sugar snap peas, but we call them mange tout here. I've got 5 spring onions, which I've chopped up finely there. 2 tablespoonfuls of a brown sugar. We'll also be using jasmine rice. You need 140 grams of jasmine rice, which you boil up, but me, as per usual, yeah, I'm cheating again. These microwave rices are just as good as mucking around, boiling it up in the cooker. So I'm going to use jasmine microwave rice instead of the boiling a 20-minute pan one. And now the box we've got for this from Simply Cook, this box here, we have got a chili garlic sauce there, a thick coat paste there, and also a beef and ginger stock there. That's the spices we're using for this dish. So apparently it takes about 20 minutes to do. You can use a lime as well, or a lemon if you want to put over the top. I'm not going to bother with that one. And the calories in this one, let's go to the front. 645 calories per portion. And it says on the card it takes 20 minutes cooking time. So this is the second dish from that Simply Cook box I've got on trial. So let's cook it up and see what it comes out like. I've got the oil heat in the pan. Now one thing I have noticed, look at the instructions. It says to mix the beef and ginger stock, which is this one here, with 500 ml of water. Then you cook your jasmine rice in this stock. Personally, I can't see the point. If you're having jasmine rice, surely you want it cooked in normal water so you get the jasmine taste of the rice. But I can't understand the point of putting the beef and ginger stock in jasmine rice to cook it. I don't know. Perhaps I could be wrong, but when I'm doing the microwave rice, I'm going to whack this in the pouch and see if that makes a difference to the flavour. Anyway, so the first thing we need to do, heating away there, lovely. So we're just going to cook this pork off. You just need to cook this pork, but it says here for about 2 minutes until golden, but green pork I'm going to give it a bit longer, so I'll come back and cook a bit more. So when the pork is finally cooked, move to one side. That. And then just whacking the pak choy in the pan and the monies too. And I'm just going to stir fry these very nice and wilted. Should be about 2 to 3 minutes. I'll just fry these off a little bit longer. Looking at pak choy there, I think 1 pak choy would have been enough for this recipe, not 2. I think 2 is a bit too much, but I would have just put 1 in the future. Right, so they're cooked nicely, stir fried them, so remove them to the same plate as your pork, put them on one side. There you go. Now a little bit more oil in the pan. I'm just going to fry off these shallots. Just fry off these shallots here, it's about 2 minutes. Sometimes you want to reduce cost, you could use finely chopped onions, but I'm sticking to the shallots. Now, when they're fried for a couple of minutes, we then put in your brown sugar over the top, give them a stir. And just let that sugar dissolve away and bubble up for 2 minutes. So we're then going to add about 50ml of water there, and this fit coat paste needs to now go in there. These pots are a little bit fiddly and the lids don't come off very easy, to be honest with you. Like you've seen the TV advert, it does seem to pull them off quite easy, but they cut these off. So that is the paste. Give that a stir around, bring that to the boil. Try and let that thicken up a little bit. Yeah, it's thicken up nicely. Now just whack in the pak choy, Monmouth poo and your pork. And just give that all a good toss around. Get it all coated and mixed in there. Make sure that pork gets covered with the sauce and the vegetables. Now we're just going to put in the garlic and chilli sauce on top of that. Yeah, that's in, and I can get the lid finally off. That is quite a big sauce, that one, so put that in there. Big onions. All stirred in. And just leave that now for about 2 minutes. Keep stirring. Right, that's done. Let's get this plated up with some of the rice and see what it tastes like. There we go, one Vietnamese pork all done and dusted on a plate. So let's give it a try. Bit of pork with the few spring onions there. Yeah. Not a very strong flavour, very mild flavour I'd say. I just feel a bit of heat coming through. That must be from one of the pots in there, possibly ginger. Bit of pak choy. That's nice and crunchy. Yeah, it's got a bit of a kick to it, it has a bit of a bite to it, so obviously some top hot spices in there, and that's the thing there. Yeah, that's okay. Let's try the jasmine rice. A little bit of the done put in a little nice little pot there. It's not just slapped on the plate. So this is the microwave jasmine rice. I did put a bit of that ginger beef stock in there, mixed a bit of hot water and put it in while it was cooking, and that actually is quite nice. But, yeah, it's okay, it's nice, yeah. Would I go overboard? I don't know. I think I'll get up and choose better flavours. But anyway, that's it for this second half of the video. So I'm going to give you my honest opinion in a minute. There we go, that's the second dish from that Simply Cooked box. Now I've still got a Bang Bang chicken recipe card and box to do, and also a Mogul chicken korma to do, so I'll be cooking those as well. So that meal I just cooked the Vietnamese pork. It come to £9.18p if you include the £2.50 for the pot, for the 3 pots. That's for 2 people. So you're talking about about £4.50ish for per meal. So I don't know, is it good value? Now what do I think of them? The flavours of them, that Vietnamese pork, it did have a bit of a kick, because I assume that was the chilli and garlic sauce I put in at the end, but that did have quite a big kick and it was very, very nice in the end actually. Do I think these are worth a £10 a month subscription? Now you can have it delivered weekly, whatever, fortnightly, monthly. I don't know. I was going to say, if you're busy, if you've got a busy schedule, well, really, no, because you only get the flavour pots. You've still got to go out and get the ingredients. You've still got to go out and do the cooking. So I don't think it's going to save you time there. What I think it might save you is having a cupboard full, like I've got, of all different herbs, spices that you might only occasionally use. So it is going to save you that. And £2.50 for a dish. I mean, yeah, you could pay till £1, £1.20 for sort of a glass pot or whatever of herbs and spices these days. But they are going to last you a long time. So I think convenience at that point, yes, I think they are pretty good. The flavours are there, the pots are pretty good. Yeah, I can't fault it on that, but would I subscribe to it? No, I don't. So I've got a lot of herbs and spices. I'd rather go out and get me individual herbs and spices as needed and get the ingredients at the same time. So it's not really a time saver as such, but the flavours are there. So again, I wouldn't subscribe to it. Whether you do, perhaps you already do. Let me know what you think if you do. But there is a few more deals around. Gusto and Hello Fresh. I have got some deals at the moment. I think Hello Fresh you can get 50% off. When I've looked online, that works out. You get 3 meals a week if you want to do it weekly or monthly. For 2 people, it works out about £4.50 per person. But again, it's slightly cheaper than this, and they deliver all the ingredients you need and all the vegetables, meat or whatever. So I might sign up for a sort of 50% off subscription just to give that one a try as well. But anyway, if you do like this thing, please do like, subscribe. Just cut the waffling now, I agree. Like, subscribe, hit that thumb up button, I do appreciate it. Thanks a lot for watching if you do. Anyway, until my next video, take care of yourselves, be kind to one another. I'll catch you on the next one. Again, thanks for watching, bye.